Hey guys, it's David, and tonight we're going on a rock hunt. Actually, I guess I'm going on a rock hunt. My kids, they collect rocks. They have a rock collection. Now, I don't know if you've had a rock collection, or if your sister has, or your brother has, or anybody you know has a rock collection, but basically you go and you get these cool rocks. And that dog's gonna kill me, but anyway, so you get these cool rocks, and what you do is you get these rocks, and usually you just kind of leave them on a shelf, or put them on top of your dresser, or you just hide them under your bed, or whatever, or you throw them at people. Yeah. But you have this rock collection, and so I'm going to get some rocks. Now, there is actually a lesson involved in this, and so as we look at rocks, I'm going to keep on looking for some rocks out here. And as I look for rocks, what I want you to do, get this, I want you to go get a Bible, a pad of paper or a piece of paper, whatever, and a pen, okay? So go get that stuff now. I'll wait. Just chilling. Bible, paper, pen. Or you could just pause it. Just kidding. Okay, go ahead and get your Bible, your pen, and your paper, and I'll meet you at the rocks. Thanks. Whoa. Yeah, hey, I just scaled the fence of the forbidden rock bed of our complex, and it's above a pool. It's pretty crazy and stuff at night, definitely. Hopefully you got your Bible, your pen, and your paper. You need to get that done. What I want you to do is I'll tell you about the story, and then you can read it later. We're actually going to be in John chapter 8, and it's a pretty cool place. It's verse 1 through 11. But let me tell you what it is, and then you can read it and do a couple of questions. It'll take you, like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. But there's this story of Jesus, and he comes in seeing all these people with rocks in their hand, and they're about to throw it at this woman who basically, she was an adulteress. She has sex with a lot of people and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, you're a sinner and all that kind of junk. And anyway, so they got these rocks, right? They're like, and they're gonna throw these rocks at her, and it's totally an uncool thing. And Jesus is like, hey, you guys, you need to not throw rocks at this girl. And basically, like, you're not so perfect. You need to drop these rocks. And the woman is just so scared that they're gonna throw rocks at her. And anyway, long story short, Jesus says, he who is without sin cast the first stone, the first rock, throw it at her. And obviously everybody had sin, and so they had no reason to throw a rock because someone would throw a rock at them, And then Jesus goes to the woman, and he says, hey, these rocks are gone. Sin no more and go in peace. No one is accusing you of anything. And I just, I'm looking for rocks and stuff tonight. I wonder what kind of rocks you have. What kind of people have judged you or have thrown rocks at you, have made you feel like someone threw rocks at you and stuff. And, I'm standing like at all these rocks. See, check all that out, man. That's a lot of rocks. We carry a lot of rocks with us, and the pain and the judgment of people just making fun of us or judging us for how we look or how we dress or the music we listen to or the people we hang out with or the places we go. I mean, it's just wrong, right? And Jesus says, I'm not judging you, but I am asking you to sin no more. I want you to read, it's the story I just kind of told you. I kind of told you a little bit about the story, but the story is chapter 8 of John. John chapter 8, verse 1 through 11, okay? And then, once you read that, now I want you to read it, okay? John chapter 8, verse 1 through 11. Then I want you to get your piece of paper and write down 3 things, okay? The first thing, you write a big number 1, and you're not going to share this with anybody. It's totally you, okay? But the first thing is, number 1, you say, what do I feel people have judged me about? What are the things people have judged me about? What are the things people have thrown stones at me about? You know, is it the way I dress? Is it the way I talk? You know, it might be some things that have nothing to do with morality. I mean, like it's just like how you dress, you know what I mean? Like they just don't get your style and you feel judged about that. Or it could be a sinful thing. You know, they judge me because I drink or I smoke or I lie or, you know, whatever. I want you, number one, write down the things that you feel people have judged you about. Then number two, I want you to write down, now this might be tough for some of you, but I want you to write down the people's names who you feel have judged you. Names. Like mom and dad. You know, a name of a friend at school or someone who used to be your friend. Maybe a pastor, you know, maybe a coach, you know, whoever you feel like really has judged you, maybe an aunt or a grandma or whatever. I want you to write those names down. That's number two, okay? And then number three, and this is going to be tougher. You know, Jesus said to the woman, you know, the people are not here to accuse you anymore. Your accusers are gone. And then he says to her, go in peace and sin no more. I want you to write down, the third thing I want you to do is I want you to write down any sin that you feel you need to walk away from. Maybe it has to do with this judgment thing, this rock thing, right? The rocks, rocks. Maybe it doesn't. But that's what I want you to do. Number one, write down the things you feel that you're judged about. Number two, the people who have judged you, their names. And number three, write down the sins that you feel like you need to walk away from. Now, the final thing I'd tell you, and of course, do all this stuff, and I encourage you to read your Bible and pray about this stuff. I mean, it's cool. But the people that you write down for number two, I want to challenge you to start forgiving them for what they've done. Well, hey, I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. We're going to have an awesome time. I hope you invite some friends because, you know, one of the reasons I wanted to do this lesson tonight is because I really want our youth group to be a place where people don't throw rocks, you know, where people aren't judged. They can come in and feel welcome. So if you have some friends that may have felt judged other places, please invite them because we want to make them feel welcome. I'll see you guys Thursday. It'll be awesome. And we're going to talk about the greatest party foul. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.